The email confirmation hit my inbox with a soft ping that felt deafening in the quiet of my home office. Your silent retreat reservation is confirmed. My heart sank, then immediately fluttered with a nervous energy. My husband, Mark, had done it. He'd actually gone through with it. For our 10th anniversary, over a candlelit dinner, he had handed me a printed itinerary instead of a jewelry box. "I signed you up for something," he'd said, his eyes full of a hopeful, nervous light. A weekend alone. Completely alone. No noise. I had forced a smile, my mind already screaming in protest. A weekend alone? It sounded less like a gift and more like a sentence. I was a woman powered by a constant hum, the soundtrack of podcasts in my earbuds, the background noise of the TV, the relentless pings of my phone. Silence was my enemy. It was the space where all my anxieties and insecurities gathered to shout. But he saw the cracks I was trying to plaster over with sound. "You're drowning in the static, Jess," he'd whispered, holding my hand across the table. "I just want you to come back to the surface. Please, try it." So that's how I found myself standing on the porch of a tiny, isolated cabin, clutching my bag like a life preserver. I kissed Mark goodbye, watched his car disappear down the gravel road, and felt a profound, terrifying stillness descend. The first day was pure torture. I paced the wooden floors. I organized the already organized kitchen cabinets. I had full, loud arguments with myself in my head. The absence of external noise made the internal noise deafening. I felt bored, restless, and intensely lonely. I almost called him a dozen times to come get me. But on the second morning, exhausted from the fight, I simply gave up. I sat on the porch steps, wrapped in a blanket, and stopped trying to fill the void. And then something miraculous happened. The silence stopped being empty and started to become full. I began to hear. Not just hear, but listen. I heard the intricate symphony of the forest, the sigh of the wind as a different instrument from the rustle of leaves. I heard the precise, industrious tap of a woodpecker a valley away. I heard the slow, steady rhythm of my own breathing, an anchor I had forgotten I had. In that vast, quiet space, my mind began to unpack. Memories, long buried under a pile of to-do lists and digital chatter, surfaced. The way my father's eyes crinkled when he told a bad joke. The feeling of pure joy I got as a child, lying in the grass and finding shapes in the clouds. The simple, solid warmth of Mark's hand in mine. I wasn't just remembering. I was reconnecting with the person I was before the world started screaming for my attention. I was remembering what it felt like to just be. When Mark's car crunched up the gravel path on Sunday evening, I didn't run out to meet him. I stood calmly in the doorway, a small, genuine smile on my face. He got out of the car, his expression tentative, searching my face for a sign. He didn't ask if I had a good time. He simply opened his arms. I walked into them and buried my face in his chest, breathing in his familiar scent. He held me tightly, his chin resting on my head. "The static is gone," I whispered into his shirt. I felt him exhale a breath he seemed to have been holding for years. He pulled back and cupped my face in his hands, his eyes shining. "Welcome back," he said. His gift wasn't the cabin. It was the quiet. It was the return to myself. And it was the most profound, intimate gift anyone had ever given me.